This is the Chiefs podcast. Yes. Cool. I almost stopped my recording again. Like I always do. Oh, that's nuts. Hey, welcome to Thy Kingdom Come. We're a podcast where we talk all things Chiefs and NFL. Hey, so Josiah, I've got to apologize.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah, we didn't have a lot of videos out last week. I was
Oh.
having issues with Premiere a little bit, and then also I probably could have re-downloaded Premiere a little bit sooner, and I didn't.
It's just ridiculous that you have to think to
Yeah,
uninstall
no,
and
I had
reinstall it.
yeah, it was a media issue. Like it was
Yeah.
having trouble finding media, and even when I drug the media back into it from the right location, I couldn't figure out which media thing it was, so I deleted it and I just drug everything in new, and it still was anyways.
Yeah.
Here we are. It's
we are.
fine. We'll
It
get
was the bye week.
I'll
We're
get
fine.
some of the bye week videos up as much as I can. I might just turn all of them into shorts, like just put them in and make a bunch of shorts out of it. And we'll see how that goes. Just because it's already Friday when
Yeah.
we're recording this, like 3 days later than we normally record it. So, yeah, man, how was your week?
Oh, it was good, man. It was good. It was nice watching football, just being able to relax, kind of see who lost that would favor the Chiefs, who won, like, all that stuff.
Bro,
So
that
very
Broncos
relaxed.
Raiders game last week was horrendous.
I loved it.
We ended the week, the NFL week. We started it with a 10-7 game, and we ended it with a 10-7 game. What?
Yeah,
What?
that is wild.
Two of the worst games I've watched in a while.
I agree. It was very satisfying.
It's insane.
I wish the Broncos
It's
had lost,
insane.
which would have been it would have been the perfect game, like one of my favorite games of
Right.
the season. But
Right.
they didn't.
I mean,
happen.
they tried.
They tried.
They tried so hard to lose. And Broncos fans coming into this week are so cocky after that.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, that is crazy.
What? Like, I'm sorry. Like, look,
We'll go
Broncos
through
have
it,
been
but-
doing really, really good this season. We'll go through it. They've been doing really good this season
Yeah.
against bad teams.
Yeah. Yeah, they have like what, one legitimate win?
They have two
Quote, unquote.
blowouts, I think, against bad teams, and then all the other wins against bad teams are like 1-point games or one-score games. Like, anyways,
Yeah.
So let's kind of just dive right into it. You want to
Let's do it.
you want to recap anything from the bye week? I don't think there's a whole lot we need to go into. It's the healthiest I think our team's been all season, minus Isaiah Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco is still limited, or was the only person that didn't practice yesterday, I think. Now, who was it? Somebody was limited in practice. I don't remember who it was. There was one person limited in practice. We got Josh Simmons back in the building, which is fantastic.
I was going to ask if he's actually going to be playing.
He'll play.
George Karlaftis was
George
limited
Karlaftis,
Wednesday, Thursday,
right.
but he was full
limited.
participant today.
He's full participant today. So this is the healthiest our team has looked at full force all season, minus Isaiah Pacheco. But honestly, with how our running game is going, I think having Kareem Hunt and Brashard Smith kind of take that mantle. Clyde, if Isaiah Pacheco can't go, Clyde's probably going to get called up from the practice squad again. I think that's probably going to fare well for us against this Denver defense, which kudos to the Denver defense. They have been doing really well this year. So I'm interested to see how that matchup's going to go. But just about this the bye week. It looks like everybody's on the same page. We have the best head coach in the NFL, in NFL history, coming out of the bye week. And I'm not as worried about this game as I probably would be if the Broncos would have wiped the floor with the Raiders last week. Now, given it is a division rivalry, I say rivalry, nobody's really rivals with the Raiders right now, but
Yeah. No, I agree. I think they are way more beat up than we are.
Right.
They had 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 5 players that didn't participate at all in practice, including J.K. Dobbins and Pat Surtain.
Mhm.
So they have
If Pat Surtain's out, that's huge for us.
right.
If Pat Surtain doesn't play, that's absolutely huge. I mean, he was rookie of the year his rookie year. He's a fantastic defensive back. That's the one good thing we could talk about with Denver's defense, or Denver as a team, is their defense is really good. But yeah, do you just want to jump into a preview of the game?
Let's just do that. I mean, the bye was good. There
Yeah.
wasn't a lot of news, which was good news. People just got healthy and
No news is good news when it comes to bye weeks.
yeah.
So as long as any news that comes out is like, hey, this guy's back. Okay, perfect. Love that.
Right.
Love that.
Yeah, so the Chiefs are, I'm assuming that we're favorites. I just kind of roll into that. Yeah, we're 3.5-point favorites.
Chiefs are favorites. Like.
Yeah. Is it? I
And that's in Denver.
Yeah, it's in Denver. I don't expect to enjoy watching this game, if that makes sense, as far as like us running away with it.
Right.
I think it'll be close.
Yeah.
But I think we will. I mean, I think we'll win.
Yeah.
I mean, if we
have a little bit of a gauntlet coming up too, man. Like,
yeah, like we have to get rolling. We have to rolling into we have the Broncos, the Colts, and then it doesn't get any easier until the end of the year.
Yep.
So
we have I think 2 games against terrible teams, and then the one game, there's one game against Houston, but their defense is really good. Houston's defense is really good. So, yeah.
Yeah, let's roll through. We can roll through the Broncos wins.
Okay.
So they week 1 they beat Tennessee 20-12.
Yep.
And then they went into Indianapolis and lost 29-28. Went in to the Chargers, lost 23-20. Then they beat the Bengals 28-3. Okay, that's what you expect. You know, if you're a good team, that's what you do.
Yep.
They beat the Eagles. Okay, 21-17. That's a legitimate win against a good team. The Jets, they beat 13-11, which okay.
At home too. At home.
Yeah. And then you have the Giants game, which everyone is raving about for Bo Nix, because they did come back and win that game, but it was 33-32 against the Giants.
Yeah.
Then you have Dallas, which they beat 44-24. Again, they have Dallas arguably has the best offense in the NFL right now, but their defense is atrocious. Like atrocious.
Yep.
So, and then you had Houston, who they beat 18-15.
Right.
And then
which again, their
Las
defense
Vegas.
that's a good defense.
Good defense.
That's a good defense in Houston. But I'm sorry, you've got to put up more than 20 points. So if you look at this, they've put up 20 points all but 3 games this season. However, I would say the only ones like that are like, oh wow, that's a good score, would be against Dallas and Indianapolis, putting up 28 and 44. The Giants, like, I mean, good for them coming back in the fourth quarter, but Jackson Dart, I feel like, gave that game away more than, and then the Giants also missed a field goal in the fourth quarter. Broncos should have lost that game. So
100%.
It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, like, I don't know how much I trust the Denver offense right now.
Yeah.
I was talking to my buddy Sean. I wanted to get him on the podcast. He'll probably be on the podcast for the Christmas Day game. He's a Denver fan. I went to church with him at Summit Park in Lee Summit. Excuse me, I'm doxing us right now. But we
it's a big area.
Yeah, it's a huge area. But I mean, he no longer goes there. I no longer go there, so not a big deal. But I went to church with him for a while, and huge Denver fan, loves the trash talk. And I told him one of the first things, I'm actually going to pull this up from what he said to me. So his thing, let's see, where is it at?
While you're pulling that up,
where is this?
The
Yeah,
Broncos only have 1 win against a team that has a winning record.
Uh-huh.
A single win.
Yeah.
You have 8 wins,
Uh-huh.
but 7 of them were to teams who are under 500.
Yeah.
Like, that's I just verified.
Yeah.
That is a crazy stat.
So
But
so the Chiefs also, like, our wins are mainly against teams that are under 500. Like, if you look at our wins, however, I think the big distinction between the two is the
yeah.
fact that our wins against teams under 500 are significant. So you look at our win against the Giants, we beat them by 2 touchdowns. You look at our win against the Ravens, we beat them by 17. We beat the Lions by 13. That's a great team, right? We beat the Raiders by 31. We beat the Commanders by 3 touchdowns, okay? Our losses are against first place teams or first or second place teams in their division. It was
Yeah.
a 6-point loss to the Chargers, a 3-point loss to the Eagles, a 3-point loss to the Jaguars, and a touchdown loss to the Bills, in which that game should have been way more than a touchdown loss against the Bills. We should
Oh,
have lost by a lot more than
it
a
was
touchdown.
incredible. I mean, the performance
The
was
fact that we
incredible.
only lost by 7 is insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's insane.
The worst the teams looked in, gosh, years is what it
Right.
seems like.
Yep.
Literally Mahomes' worst performance, and it was a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, that's wild.
Yeah, so looking at
least in
my
the regular
message
season.
with my buddy Sean, I said I'm gonna love having you. I told him I'm gonna love having you on the podcast. The trash talk alone is gonna make for great content. And he said, "Well, there may not be a lot of trash talk. I won't be running my mouth if our offense can't figure out how to string 4 plays together." And this is a diehard Denver fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And like, so he's gonna be great on the podcast when we can get him on. He's very knowledgeable about ball, very knowledgeable, very passionate about his team, just like we are with the Chiefs. So having him on the podcast is going to be great. I'm looking
Nice.
forward to it.
Yeah.
And he also said he's not so worried about this week's outcome, but by Christmas he's going to be worried. So he thinks we're going to be putting it together by Christmas. And then, if Denver loses to the Chargers a second time, then that opens the door to the Chiefs. Even if the Chiefs lose this game, but then win against the Chargers, win against the Broncos, it'll come down to point differential, right? So yeah, we'll we'll see. It'll be no, I think the Chargers would take the division at that point, but that's only if the record is better. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
which right now I think we can catch and push ahead of the Chargers. I don't think the Chargers with their offensive line or their defense is going to win. They're probably like looking at splitting 500 for the rest of the season, in my opinion. Anyways, but yeah, so when you got diehard Denver fans that are like, hey, I'm getting ticked off at our team not being able, our offense not being able to move the ball consistently. If you look at it since the start of the 2024 season, the statistics between Bo Nix and Patrick Mahomes are pretty similar. However, you have to take into account that 3/4 of those games, Patrick Mahomes was without his number 1 receiver. You know what I mean? And last year, our offensive line, like, we were struggling at left tackle the entire season. So Patrick Mahomes was having to get the ball out. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. But Bo Nix isn't a terrible quarterback. He's not the greatest of decision makers. We did see Patrick Mahomes make a terrible play at the end of the Buffalo game where he could have potentially thrown the ball out of bounds and gone for another play. He did. I think he thought there was like a defensive penalty or should have been a defensive penalty on that last play, which is why he threw that ball into no man's land and it got picked off. But I digress. I would say the one thing I'm worried about with the Denver game is their defense. They have a great defense. It's going to be in Denver. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I'm going to pull this up here. It looks like it's going to be 70 degrees in Denver, so we don't have to worry about weather at all. So yeah, I'm their defense. I mean, like let's look. Let's just look at their team's defense. So looking at their depth chart, you've got excuse me. Just Dre Greenlaw, Nick Benito, Pat Surtain. Oh, Pat Surtain is out right now, as of right now.
Yep.
They're
He didn't
starting
practice.
linebacker. So
Yeah.
man, their linebacking core is absolute. They've got 5 guys either out or on IR at linebacker. I'm sorry, 6. So they got Johnny Walker Jr., Garrett Wallow, Kareem Reed, and Drew Sanders all on IR. Alex Singleton and Jonah Ellis are both out. So I mean, they still got Drake Greenlaw. They got Jonathan Cooper and Nick Benito. All 3 of those guys. Like, their safety Hufunga, like he's solid. Brandon Jones, decent. Like their defensive line too. Like if let's hold on. I'm pulling up. Dun, 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 dun. So Zach Allen is on a tear this year. He's got 6 sacks. Like, so the Denver defense is set to break the single season sack record for a team in the NFL. So
Wow.
you've got on their defensive line, you've got Jonathan Cooper with 7.5 sacks. You've got Jonathan Franklin Myers with 4.5 sacks. You've got Zach Allen with 6 sacks. Looking at oh geez, I just pulled up some weird things. Dre Greenlaw only has 1. Nick Benito though 9.5 sacks, man.
Wow.
Nick Benito has 9.5 sacks. He's set to have 19 sacks on the season, or I think they said 17 sacks because they've played 10 games. So it's looking like 17 sacks on the season. Either way, man, like Nick Benito's just on a tear. But having Pat Surtain out is, I think, absolutely huge for us. That gives us, more open looks in the defensive backfield. So, but I mean, if our offensive line cannot block the front 4 of the of this defense, like it's gonna be a tough day. Like they play a 3-4 defense, so it's Zach Allen, DJ Jones, and John Franklin Myers. Like if those guys are like, geez, man, like that defensive line is dirty. And then they're. I mean, you've got Jonathan Cooper 7.5 sacks, Nick Benito 9.5 sacks. Those are their outside linebackers. Like
yeah,
that's nuts. So that's something to look for. We do have Josh Simmons back, who has been absolutely fantastic this season.
I mean, it's a tough game back. I mean, tough first game back. I didn't see if he was fully if he was for sure starting this week. Did they come out and say that he is?
I'm pretty sure he is.
Okay, I knew he was back. I didn't know.
I don't see why he wouldn't start. If you want to look into that real quick while I'm
well, would it be on the depth chart?
So depth chart. No, just hit the Google real quick, seeing like who the starters are for week 11. But we also so Jawan Taylor was also dealing with was it a back injury? No, it wasn't a back injury. He was dealing with something. I think it was Trey Smith was dealing with the back. I think it was a shoulder for Jawan Taylor, because we did have Wanye Morris come in during the Bills game. So it's like having
ankle. I think it's ankle injury.
Was it ankle?
Is what it says.
Okay. So yeah, but having Jawan Taylor back. Jawan Taylor is the highest rated tackle in the NFL this season. Highest rated tackle. He's had, I think, 2 penalties since week 4. 2.
Yeah.
He had like 9 in the first 3 or 4 weeks, and he's only had 2 since. And he's the highest rated tackle in the NFL, allowing the least amount of pressures and the least amount of sacks by like almost a full point, which is crazy. So we have him. Creed Humphrey is the highest rated offensive lineman in the NFL. And then you've got Trey Smith. I think he's like 4th or 5th in guards in rating. Having Mike Caliendo, you got to give credit to Caliendo, man. That dude on the left side has done a pretty or I'm sorry, I said Caliendo. Jeez.
You were talking about
Kingsley Suamataia.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm so silly. Mike Caliendo came in for Trey Smith when he was hurt. But Kingsley Suamataia transfer or like moving over to guard has done a pretty darn good job at holding his own. He is, out of all of our linemen, allowing the most amount of pressures. However, he is doing much better in pass blocking than he did last year. And in run blocking, he is doing really well. So I don't have his exact stats, but I think he's middle of the pack in pass blocking, and he's like just above average in run blocking. So our entire offensive line is above average, which is nice to see. So yeah, man, I'm pretty
I think. Whoa.
Mhm.
Okay. This is just the overview. So take this for a grain of salt, with a grain of salt. But it says that Suamataia has 11 pressures through week 9. He allowed 10 pressures in the first 3 weeks of the season. He's allowed just 1 total pressure since then.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what it.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Well, I think he's allowed the most amount of pressures on our defensive line or offensive line.
Yeah.
It's either him. Well, no, Josh Simmons might have allowed more, but I think he's a similar case where he allowed a lot of pressures early and he hasn't allowed a lot of pressure since. Jalen Moore, when he came in, did allow a few, he hadn't started all season. He came in starting for Josh Simmons the last, I think, 3 weeks, and he, it was either 3 or 4 games he missed. Having him come in, and I think he gave up probably close to 10 pressures in those 4 games.
Yeah.
However, it's kind of expected with your backup tackle, we are paying him $15 million, so you expect a little bit more, but the guy hasn't started in almost 2 years.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm pretty confident going into this game. There is one other thing I wanted to talk about that's kind of related.
Okay.
That Bills game.
Okay.
Against the Dolphins. So I know we joke.
It's the any given really any given Sunday in the NFL is a thing. So you want to know why I don't trust? So the thing with teams playing the Chiefs, every team that plays the Chiefs is going to play or attempt to play, because they don't always do it, their absolute best ball, right? Because everybody highlights the Chiefs on their calendar. Okay. The Bills overlooked the Dolphins. 1,000% overlooked the Dolphins. But that game shows why I didn't trust the Bills offense going into the Chiefs game. That game shows it. Josh Allen, not great at decision-making sometimes. When you're able to stop the run, guess what? Josh Allen makes mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right. No,
good on the Dolphins.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with all the stuff they're going through, and they're still trying that hard, trying to win games.
Right.
I respect it. But we joke that the teams that come into Arrowhead or even whenever, well, we weren't in Arrowhead, but
right.
The teams that play the Chiefs during the regular season, that is, they play it like it's the Super Bowl. And it's like we joke and we kid, but it's no, that's what happened. The Bills Josh Allen played the best game of his entire career.
Yep.
Completion percentage wise, his best completion percentage, and they looked like the Bills. They did, and then they come into a division team they play twice a year and get slammed.
Yep.
It's
people will probably
crazy.
defend the whole. Oh well, that team's more geared to beat them, or blah blah blah.
You've spent the past 5 years trying to beat the Chiefs.
If they're more geared to beat you, you should be more geared to beat them.
Yeah, it goes both ways. That goes both ways.
Works both ways.
Yep.
I'm sorry, you just shouldn't be able to, get just dog walked by a team in your division.
Yeah.
Especially when you're literally top dog. And I think this proves the Bills are not I think the Bills window, I've seen it all week. The Bills window, I think, is closing.
Yeah. It just reminds you of the Bengals. It reminds you of the Bengals.
I almost said Mac Jones, but Drake May is figuring it out. Mike Vrabel up in New England, sorry, Bills, that That's your worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Mike Vrabel, when he was at Tennessee, until it was like last season or two, like Mike Vrabel in Tennessee turned that team around to a playoff team.
And they haven't done the blockbuster, we're going all in for 1 year yet. They
Right?
haven't done that. They haven't done the contracts.
No.
They haven't like
Nope.
loaded themselves with all this money that like years
So
down the line.
you think
like rookie
this
deals
offseason they're going to take what they have this season, right? The Bills, or not the Bills, the Patriots are? The Patriots are going to take what they have this season, and they're going to address what they don't have.
Yep.
They're going to address what they don't have. Stephon Diggs is turning it up. Okay, he's showing he's maybe not that washed. Okay,
Right.
Like I think they go for like probably in the first 2 rounds a couple good skill position players, maybe a defensive back that could help out their secondary a little bit. But like, yeah, it's I think it'd be interesting to get Damian on the podcast to see what his thoughts about the Patriots are. Maybe we'll do that in the offseason because we don't play him this year.
Or if we play him in the playoffs. We could play him in the playoffs,
Right.
I guess, theoretically.
Right. Right. So, yeah, man, we'll see.
But yeah,
We'll see.
that was simultaneously one of the most satisfying things to see, but also I was my first reaction was just anger. Because I'm like, how in the world did the Bills play the best game of the Josh Allen, one of the best games of the Josh Allen era, and then go into a Dolphins game and lose like that? But then I was like, well, they just played their Super Bowl and they won.
Yeah.
And now they lost the next game.
Season. They've won 5 straight regular season Super Bowls. Good for you guys.
Good, dude.
Way to go.
Untouched record. Untouched.
Unbeatable in the regular season.
Yep.
For the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, way to go, guys. Proud of you.
Yeah, good job.
Proud of you. Also, way to lose to Tua Tagovailoa and
an outgoing coach
by 17. By 17.
Dude, it wasn't even close. If it was close, it'd be one thing. It wasn't even close.
No, it was 16-0 at halftime. It was 16-0 going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just. Oh my
It
gosh.
just makes me angry. It made me. I mean, I'm happy about it, but it still was like, come on, dude. You put all your chips all in week 9 of the season.
Yep. Yes, you did.
Okay. All right. That's fine. I mean, more power to you. Keep doing it, man. Keep
Right.
doing it. Yeah. No,
man.
I mean, but I'm excited for this week. Back to the Broncos. We're excited for this week. I think we'll win.
Yeah.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
Coming out of the bye, it's going to be a close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
No, I don't think so. It's
I
not going
think
to be the Bills-Dolphins game.
It'll be like a 28-20 game, in my opinion. I say close, but like it'll be a 1-score game.
Mm-hmm.
It might be like a 28-24 game. But I think we addressed some of the things that we had an issue with. Realistically, like I think the difference in this game is going to be, can the Chiefs pressure Bo Nix, and can our offensive line stop the pressure from the front 7 of the Broncos?
Well, yeah.
If we could stop the pressure from their front 7 and we can get pressure on Bo Nix, I think we win the game. Even if it looks close, it won't feel close.
The Broncos have not been consistent running the ball, right, this year?
I mean, J.K. Dobbins hasn't been terrible running the ball.
Yeah, he's.
So.
But I've noticed that the games that they tend to lose is whenever Bo Nix is the one making the decisions with the ball, and then he forces a play that isn't there.
I mean, J.K. Dobbins is averaging 77 yards a game. So.
Oh, okay.
I mean, good. Like, I mean, he's doing pretty good. He's got 772 rushing yards on the season. So he's looking at getting up to like.
He's not playing this week, but
he's looking at getting like. So it'd be R.J. Harvey. Would get the start here.
He hasn't been bad either.
I mean, he's averaging 4.3 yards a carry.
Mm-hmm.
So good on him.
Yeah. But it's just whenever Bo Nix is the one whenever he takes the ball and makes decisions, he tries to force things.
Yep.
He gets impatient. Like the Raiders held him to 10 points.
Yeah.
It's a division game, I get it, but they've gone through a lot of turnover. They have a lot to figure out, and you only scored 10 points.
Yep.
Really? The Chiefs are not in the same category as the Raiders, so.
Right.
Division team,
I mean, you look
way better.
Looking at the team stats. The Broncos only had 220 total yards against a Raiders defense that has not been good.
Yeah, right.
So I'm just
Total yards. That's crazy.
total yards. Bo Nix 150 passing yards. J.K. Dobbins 77 rushing yards. And then they obviously like sacks took away from, some of that yardage. But yeah,
man.
it's just not great. Yards per pass 4.5. That's insane. 4.5 yards per pass is a crazy stat.
I mean, as we've
Geno
seen,
Smith
they
didn't
can't.
do any better.
But they can turn it up. They came back and won that Giants game, and the team knows it. They've been saying like they're like, I wish that we didn't turn it up in the fourth quarter and we just played like that the whole game.
Right.
Like even the players have
Right.
been saying that, so they know that it's a huge problem. Obviously, I just don't think this is the week they figure it out.
No,
This is not the
agree.
team to figure it out. But maybe
I agree.
down the line, but not this week.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll see how it fares again. I'm going to say it's going to be like a 28. We'll call it 28-24 game for the Chiefs.
I think
so
24-17, around the same area. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool, man. All right, brother. Well, we'll see what happens, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribing. And let us know, comment on the stuff. Like, if you don't like give us your opinions, man. We like conversation. There's not a dang, I'm going to challenge you. There's not a thing you can say that's going to hurt my feelings. Not a thing. I'm 30, I'll be 37 next month. There's not a thing you can say. I know I look like I'm 24. It's cool. Thanks, guys. There's not a thing you can say that's going to hurt my feelings, because joke's on you, I ain't got no feelings. And if I ain't got no feelings, you can't hurt it.
Yep. Nope, you can't.
No, but I love the banter, man. Like, realistically, let's talk about this. Sport, it's entertainment, right? It's football. It should never be taken to the point where it affects. Now this is new for me over the last 5 years or so. But it's not something, and maybe all the championships has changed my heart a little bit, but it should never be taken so seriously. It should never be taken so seriously that, you want to criticize or insult people who they are, kind of thing, like personal stuff, or you don't want to, like take it so much to heart that it affects you as a person, right? It's entertainment, man. These players don't give a rip about who you are, and you really, be passionate about your team, right? Love your team, but also make sure you're being critical of your team when they're not doing well, right? That's the first thing we do. When our team's not doing well, guess what? It's our fault. We lost that game. There's not a dang thing. Even if it's a close game and we lose on, the last play, guess what? It's our team's fault. I don't care if there's a penalty or something that says that it's I don't care. It's our team's fault. They shouldn't have put themselves in a position to where that penalty made the difference.
Yeah.
It should never affect you as a person, right? You shouldn't carry this throughout the week, right? It's a sport. It's entertainment. Be passionate about your team, but also don't take it out on other people when your team doesn't do good or they talk trash, right? Be the bigger person. Be the bigger person. Allow your attitude to affect. One of my favorite things to do is to take what people are saying at me, like bashing me. People have been bashing me about my weight since we started the podcast. I love it. For those of you who don't know, I'm down 80 pounds since the day we started the podcast, a year and a half ago. I love it, okay? I will joke about my weight with the next person. I've always called myself a fathlete, right? Although I did tear my hamstring running to first base in softball, so maybe not as much of an athlete as I thought I was. But I will. My favorite thing to do. My favorite thing to do is whenever somebody's disrespectful or mean about something, is to get them to find common ground in the end, and then have an actual conversation. Most people are like, yeah, I'm just, it's just banter, it's just whatever. I'm like, bro, I don't take it to heart. I don't take it seriously. There's not a thing somebody I don't know can say about me that's going to change my mood, affect me as a person, because those aren't the people whose opinions matter in my life. I've got people who love me, and those opinions matter, and that's what you should find too. And if you don't have that, man, so I'll say another thing. So the NFL lost a player last week. to mental health issues.
Mm-hmm.
And if you feel like you don't got anybody, you feel like you're alone, you feel like brother, sister, the best thing I can advise you is to find somebody to talk to, man. Find somebody to talk to. I've got great people around me, and I'm so thankful and lucky for that. Josiah has great people around him, and I know he's going to say the same thing. He's lucky, and he's thankful for those people.
Yeah.
If you don't have somebody checking on you, like reach out to us, man. Reach out to us. Like, let us know. Be like, hey, man, this is going on. Me and Josiah, we're Christian guys, right? If you got a prayer request, if you got something you're going through, like, reach out to us. Let us pray with you about it. Let us be supportive in that way, man. Like, especially guys, mental health is not serious for a lot of people, and that's not okay. It gets overlooked, and so I really want to be able to use our platform to be an outlet to people going through stuff. Talk with us, man. Talk with us. If we don't respond right away, because obviously it's social media, we're not looking at social media at all the times. But if we don't respond right away, like send us a few messages, right? Send us a few messages. We'll get back to you as soon as we're able to. We do look at Instagram. We do look at our YouTube comments. Either me or Josiah, both of us are they're looking at our YouTube comments. And we'll send each other the screenshots of the comments if we don't see it. Hey, did you see this? But reach out to somebody, man. Reach out to somebody. It's important. Your life matters, even if you don't think it does. You're here for a reason, and somebody's going to be affected in a positive way from you being here, whether you think so or not. So seek that out, man. Seek that out. But yeah, okay, I digress. That's my little
No, that was
rant.
good.
Mental health matters.
Yeah.
Men's mental health matters. And we even if you're a Denver Broncos fan, we want what's best for you in life. Okay.
Absolutely.
Even if you're a Broncos fan, we want what's best for you. And yeah, man, it's a sport. It's something to bond over. It's not something to hate people for. Although I'd never be able to date a Raiders fan again.
Preference is different than hate.
Again, preference is different than hate. But yeah, we're here to listen, talk, have conversation. Let's have that conversation.
Yeah, I agree. I couldn't agree more.
Cool.
So, good way to end off.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, I guess until after the Broncos game, come back next week, see our thoughts, our opinions on everything that happened. And until next week, guys, thy kingdom come.